Bill and Ben are tank engine twins. They each have 4 wheels, tiny chimney and dome, and small squat cabs. The twins worked in the Sodor China clay pits in the Brendam branch line. It was their job to take cars filled with China clay out into the yards in the harbor, where they'll be loaded into ships. Bill and Ben are also the most mischievous engines. They really enjoy playing tricks on the other engines. Hi you two, I come here to collect my train. Ah yes, your cars are right there. Oh, don't be silly, Bill. He's not strong enough to pull that train. Well, of course I am. Really? Then prove it. Hey, what's going on? Oh. But of course, Bill and Ben are not the only pair of twin engines. Donald and Douglas, the Scottish engines, are also twins. The 2 engines worked with Duck and Oliver on a branch line called the Little Western. The 4 engines were happy to work on their branch line, and Duck always made sure that everything runs the Great Western way. One night, Sir Topham Hatt came to the Little Western, who was the man in charge of all the engines on the Northwestern Railway. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How are you today, sir? I am doing fine, thank you, Duck. I have a job for you, Oliver. Really? What is it, sir? I need you to do the mail runs for a few days, Oliver. What? But that's Percy's job. Percy has broken down, so I need you to deliver the mail until he returns. Do you think you can do that? I suppose I can, sir. But who's going to help us while you are gone? I am still thinking about that. I will send an engine or 2 to come and help you 3 until Oliver comes back. But who would that engine be? You 3 will have to wait and see. You will find out first thing in the morning. Will you 3 be able to manage without me? Of course, Oliver. Even with some help from another engine. Well, whoever the engine is. We better get some sleep now. So they immediately went to sleep. Meanwhile, Sir Topham Hatt came to the Sodor China clay pits. But there is no one there. Then he heard Bill and Ben, who are just returning from the harbor. Ah, there you 2 are. Oh, what are you doing here, sir? Bill and Ben, I have a special job for you 2. You're going to work on the Little Western with Duck, Donald, and Douglas while Oliver does the mail runs. When the twins heard this, they were delighted. And while you 2 are on the Little Western, I will send Stanley and Rosie to work here in your place. And I expect the both of you to be on your best behavior for a few days. Oh, yes, of course, sir. Very well. Then you two better get some sleep for tomorrow. Bill and Ben snickered quietly. They were definitely looking forward to playing tricks. The next morning, Bill and Ben woke up early to start work.
Alright, now let's go surprise Ducky.
At the yard, Duck, Oliver, Donald, and Douglas were waiting for the engine was coming to help them. It came as a big surprise as Bill and Ben pulled into the yard. What are you two doing over here?
Sir Topham Hatt sent us here. We expect that you three need some help.
Wait, what? He sent you two here to help us?
Yes, that's right.
The engines were speechless. Well, it's nice that you two are coming here to help out while I have to deliver the mail. And speaking of that, I better get going for the first mail run. I'll see you in a few days, Duck. Goodbye, Oliver. In a while. So long, guys. And he puffed away. So, Duck, what can we do on the Little Western? Well, you can start your work by doing some shunting here in the yard. What? But why can't we pull trains? Now, you two. There are two ways of doing things. It's the Great Western way or the wrong way. Exactly. And since I am Great Western and
Say no more, Duck. We have work to do.
and just leave those wee engines to do their own job.
Oh, this is gonna be boring.
Don't worry, I have a few pranks in mind. Bill and Ben set to work shunting and rearranging all the rolling stock in the shunting yard. Whenever Duck, Donald, or Douglas came into the yard, Bill and Ben would play a trick on them. Now it's time for a rest. Huh? What's that?
Hey.
This kept going on and on and on until finally the three engines have lost patience. Duck, Donald, and Douglas are now sulking inside their shed. It's still been 3 days and those wee engines are still being nuisances.
This is just as bad as the time when Oliver had a turntable accident.
Oops.
And to add to that, those two said they're the best twin engines.
And they won't even stop calling us bad names. Just ignore them. You two and I have known them too well. The next day, the Scottish twins were assigned to take a goods train to Wellsworth. They were surprised when they came into the yard. What happened here? Bill wasn't looking where he was going and he derailed my cars.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't block my line.
It was your fault, Bill. It wasn't. It was.
Actually, it's both of your faults. And that one makes you the worst twin engines.
Oh, so you think that is funny? At least our Brendam branch line is bigger than your little Western.
That's a pretty good point, Ben, for a little Western branch line. And it does have two loudmouth Scottish engines here.
Like your own little insults. We have a goods train to take from Knapford.
Oh, can we take that train?
Save it. We're too busy to play with your little games.
Aw, come on. We can pull heavier loads of clay back in Brendam. So how about we switch jobs? You two can shunt while we pull your train.
Fine. Aye.
Great, let's go, Bill.
I got a bad feeling about this, Danny. Aye, you said it, Doogie. Later, Bill and Ben arrived at Knapford Shunting Yard. Bill, Ben, what are you two doing here?
Oh, we switched jobs with Donald and Douglas. What? Yeah, because we've always been doing shunting in the yards of the Little Western, so we decided to switch jobs so we can pull trains while they do shunting.
Well, I can see that, but I don't think you two will be able to pull the train because the goods are very heavy.
Oh, really?
We'll see about that.
Are you two sure that you can pull it?
Of course we can. Just you wait and see. So Bill and Ben coupled up to the train. The guard blew his whistle. The cavalcade moved slowly and carefully over the track and out of the yard. Those two will get what's coming to them. Meanwhile, back on the Little Western, excuse me, sir. Oh, what's the next train? A freight train to Farquhar. Thomas will be here within an hour to pick it up. Okay, I will have to get some freight cars ready. Hey, watch it!
I can't see where I'm going.
Well, at least I am not crashing into you.
Nice going, Doogie. You're on my line. I'm trying to get all the cars ready. And so did I.
Just then, Thomas arrived.
Cinders and ashes. What happened here?
All the way on the other side of the island, Bill and Ben were working very hard to get to Wellsworth. It was not long until they began to regret for switching jobs with Donald and Douglas. It was very hard to get the train moving, especially up the hill. Then there was trouble. A coupling broke. The train is rolling back down the hill. Bust my boiler! They have broken away! What? Oh no! We have to stop them! So Bill and Ben quickly dashed after the runaway cars. The runaway train is heading towards the Little Western.
But Bill and Ben were determined to stop it. What are you doing? Quickly, clear the yard! There is a runaway train! Oh, is everyone alright? I think so. We're alright. Are you two okay?
Don't worry, we're fine. As the mess is being cleaned up, Bill and Ben told Sir Topham Hatt about what had happened. Luckily, we made it into the yard just in time to warn everyone about the runaway train before the accident happened. That was very brave and quick thinking of you, Bill and Ben. But also, I want to know why you two were doing Donald and Douglas's job.
Because we wanted to pull trains too. And we've always been shunting in the yards for the past few days. And sir, they kept playing tricks on us ever since they came to the Little Western.
Bill and Ben, is this true? Yes, sir. Look, you two should have known better than playing tricks.
Yeah, and we're sorry, sir. But because of your heroic actions in saving everyone from such a nasty accident, I will forgive you two.
Thank you, sir.
Also, I would like you to apologize to Duck, Donald, and Douglas. Okay. We're sorry that we kept annoying you three. We should have never swapped jobs in the first place.
Never mind, you two. Apology accepted.
No harm done.
I have good news for the three of you. Percy has been repaired and he'll go back to his usual mail runs. And Oliver will be returning by tomorrow morning. Well, that's good to hear, sir. And you two can get back to work at the clay pits. Yes, sir. Well, it's time we head back to the clay pits now. Ooh, yes. Then we can get some peace at last.
Hey, we don't have to like each other, do we?
Oh no, well, at least we can just respect ourselves doing our jobs and being really useful. Now that is what we can agree on. Goodbye, you two. Bye! Don't end up losing your temper again. Come on, you two. Let's clean up this mess. Then we'll head back to the sheds. Doogie, will those two ever come back here again?
Hopefully not, Danny.
That is not very clever. Can you guess who this is? Keep guessing. Did you guess? It's James. Here's James. We hope you enjoyed our second episode of our first series. If you'd like to watch our previous videos, you may visit our channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos. We'll see you next time in Cast Sodor Season 1, Episode 3.